Welcome back, everybody, to the ECX podcast, number 4. Today, we are starting off with me, Wyatt Brown, if you don't know yet. And we got my co-host for this episode.
It's your boy, Davin Horner.
We've been switching up locations every time a little bit, but today we're in our sunroom at our house. There's a little bit too much noise at the shop today, so we had to come back here and do it. But nonetheless, we got to get a pod done for you guys this week, and there's a lot of cool stuff we're going to talk about. So sit back, relax, crack a cold one with the boys, and yeah, let's get to talking.
Can we talk about this comp actually with 1,500? Can we actually talk about this?
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the comp then.
We can talk about the comp.
Yeah, we can talk about it. It's in 2 months though. It's the thing. Like,
it's fine. Let people know about it now.
Exactly. So like, you're watching this and you like competing, you like going to contests, you like meeting up with the scooter community, anything like that. We're throwing a competition at Newport Skate Park on June 24th. We're giving out $3,000, over $3,000 in prizes. First place pro. I'll let Davin tell you that.
So we got 1,500 for first place, and this isn't like out yet. Like we're telling you right here, right now. It's 1,500 for first place, 3,000 total. I'm pretty sure best trick is 500.
Yep, 500 for best trick.
I know scooter in the scooter community, there aren't a lot of contests that have that type of money anymore. And the wonderful people in Newport got together and got some money together for whoever's going to come. I know it should be a big event. I mean, they're usually always a big event, especially with this much money anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen an event like this on the East Coast in at least 10 plus years. I mean, there's a few contests back in the day that gave out $1,000, but nothing I've ever been to on the East Coast, or maybe even the US for that matter, has given out 1,500 first place pro. I'm saying a park contest, like, I know United Scoot does like 500 for first or 800 or something like that.
What are the ISAs?
That's the same thing. ISA. United Scoot is ISF now. Sorry, ISF. They give out a decent prize purse. I've been to their comps and I like how they ran, but we're going to do something similar. We got a decent donation from a supporter of the park. We're going to put that towards the community and we're going to give back to the riders, and you're going to come through and win some cash, because I think we can pull at least 100 scooter riders to Newport that day. At least, bro. With that kind of money on the table, if you're not there and you're on the East Coast, even if you're not on the East Coast, like, bro, if you're competing in pro competitions right now and you see this prize purse and you don't get your sponsor to send you out to this comp, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. We're judging?
Yeah,
me and Wyatt are judging.
Me, Davin, and Joe Armstrong will be judging. We actually judge based off the categories.
4 categories. A lot of people don't even know this. It's style, use of park, consistency.
Difficulty,
yeah, trick. So like a lot of people don't realize that if you stay on one side of the skate park, you can land everything and do crazy tricks, but like that's going to kill your score.
Yeah, that halves your score right there.
Exactly, which like I said, a lot of people don't realize. That's why we should talk about it, just so people are more aware of it.
Yeah, but we're getting real excited for that. We got a videographer coming out doing a real high quality video for it. We got a bunch of the homies helping from the team, a bunch of the shop homies helping out, and a bunch of parents from Newport are going to be helping out as well. I think it's just going to be not only a great event for scootering, but also a great event for the town of Newport and the state of Delaware. And it's going to help bring that scene back to, almost make us like kind of a hub again, how it used to be.
If it goes well, there's going to be another one.
Exactly. That's how I'm looking at it.
The riders come out, you guys come out, if you do well and a lot of people pop out, I guarantee you'll do it again.
100%.
Exactly. So with the same amount of money, maybe if not more.
Because there's going to be like state representatives and like high up people there watching this comp. And they're going to be like, okay, like this is actually benefiting the community. This is bringing the town together.
Keeping the kids off the streets.
Exactly. That's a big one. Keeping the kids off the streets, and they're going to be like, okay, like let's do this next year, but even bigger. Let's get half the country out here. And
people aren't organizing stuff like this anymore. Exactly. Why? Besides ISA, nobody just has like a local comp anymore and throws out bread for it. All right, so we have a Mobile Sunday coming up. Not in this state. We're going to Connecticut, Rockwell. I've never been there. I'm excited for it. It's on the 28th.
Last Sunday of May, Bristol, Connecticut, May 28th, 12 to 3 p.m. That's probably the rough estimates right now. We got some stuff in the works with some riders in our area. We're adding a couple new people.
We've already added a couple people. We're just not announcing it.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit in the last podcast, but yeah, we want to go up there, do some decent amount of filming, because I told everybody on the team this year, everybody's got to drop at least some sort of part. That's one big requirement for being on the team this year, is you got to drop a part. In order to ask our riders to do that, we got to set up opportunity for them to film. So
it doesn't have to be a single part. I mean, you could do a video, a couple homies.
Oh, yeah,
as long as you get some sort of footage of something, at least we need it.
As long as you're putting your face out there, especially with our big plans this summer. I don't want to leak those yet. I think if we end up doing that, we're probably just going to end up filming like a mid-length for that tour.
For that, it should be.
Just do like a 20-minute video. I told people in the first podcast, don't be surprised if I pull up on you, set up all those mics and cameras and stuff, and we sit down and talk about Scootering.
We'll do this at the skate park. I don't care.
I would love to do it at the skate park. That would be such a great background.
All right, I'll hop back on. We're going to get the homie Chase in here, the ECX rider. We'll let him talk for a little bit. He hasn't been on here yet. So I'll be back. I'm going to get up, let him join.
We're going to Chase in here, chat some shit with him, and see maybe if we can talk to him about some of his experiences being on the team. And, you know, he's been on the team the last 4 or 5 years, so hopefully he can share some new insight on what it's like to be an ECX team rider and what it's like to be a part of the East Coast scooter community. Finally, on podcast number 4, we got Chase Donnelly on.
Hey, what's up?
Chase has been riding for us for just about 5 years now. Yeah, I think just about 5 years. We put him, Sam, and another rider back on in 2018. Chase has been with us for a decent amount of time now, probably longest compared to, you know, any of the new guys on the team. A lot of history gone down with ECX, a lot of trips gone down with this dude, and I just thought it'd be a good idea to have him on the pod and talk about some memories and talk about the East Coast scene in general and see what insight he's got to share with all you guys. All right, Chase, tell him your age, where you're from, what your local park is, and what got you into scootering.
All right, I'm 21 years old. Been riding for 10 years, I think. And from Pennsylvania, and our local park is like, I guess, Chichester, Newport.
Yeah, definitely Chi. Chi's your real local, but Newport's your...
We go there way more.
Yeah. So I hear Chase is filming an edit soon.
I have one clip.
You have one clip for an edit. From where?
North Carolina. Jarrett filmed it.
Where? Spot?
It was at the school.
At a spot?
It was like a stair set. Tristan got a clip there too.
NC State?
Yeah, I think so. Tristan got a clip there on like the same exact thing. But he posted his on Insta. 4 stair. Then there's a hop ledge, drop down ledge.
Yeah, you go up the stairs, and then it's like a mani pad. I forgot you got a clip there.
JJ filmed one too, but it was like a meh.
We went down to NC State last year for the outlet event in Raleigh. I was when I guess you started filming for your edit, huh?
Yeah, that was like the very first.
But literally, that was like a year ago now.
Yeah.
We got another trip coming up. Chase is probably coming with us to Connecticut at the end of the month. Maybe. He's going to try so he can film. We got some trips this month scheduled. We're going to hit Baltimore for a day, Philly for a day, go up into Jersey. And I'm going to take Chase and Davin and a couple other local guys with us and try to put together a little part. You know,
hard.
Kind of just showing off the ECX, like not street dogs, but you know what I mean? Like we got heavy park dudes, we got heavy street dudes, and then we got a little bit of hybrid in between. I feel like everybody on the team is a little bit hybrid, but yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to see a video of you two, especially you and Davin, and then have some other guys come in. I don't want to say their names yet because I need to talk to them still, but
there's some sick spots in
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baltimore is, you know, there's people that come from Australia, Europe, all over the world for like the East Coast spots.
Like the spot Dunbar.
Is that the red and yellow? Yeah, the red and yellow. Everybody knows the red and yellow ledges. If you've seen Nick and Tommy's first ethic part, it's in there. But I think you guys could get some real good clips on there just based on how you've been riding lately.
And Philly. I already have like a couple of trips in mind.
You could get 3 clips just at Muni itself. All right, so what do you think your best trip in the last 5 years of being on ECX would you say was your favorite one?
Are we talking about just riding wise or in general, like how everybody was on the trip?
Yeah, like trip wise, like I guess overall.
I'd say going to Evan's house for, I think it was the first time.
The first time, dude,
that was such a great time.
Yeah, we went to Evan's twice, but the first time for some reason was just like next level. And
especially since there's what, 10 of us?
Yeah, 10 of us.
One shower. We were all zesty.
Davin talked about this in one of the last pods, but...
We literally bathed in a lake.
Yeah, literally bathed in Bow Lake up at Evan's house in the middle of the woods in New Hampshire.
I think that was like the only day we all washed ourselves.
Well, that besides like... Because Evan's house only had one shower, so there was like 10 of us in and out of his parents' shower at all times. We all stayed... If you guys haven't seen Evan's big-ass ramp in his front yard, we all stayed out there and camped in the front yard right next to the ramp for like, 5 days? Mm-hmm. Something like that. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
It was right when he got the bus, right? was like the first bus trip.
That was like the
or
first.
was North Carolina the first bus?
North Carolina was the first one, but that was like the first, like, because Pytel didn't drive up with us, right?
No, yeah, we picked him up to airport.
Yeah.
Manchester.
Yeah. It was me, you, Sam, Trevor, Nutty.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, so maybe I was thinking about the second time then, because it was when Davin went.
Davin did go the second time.
That's when we
That's when we bathed in the lake.
Yeah.
The first time is when.
The first time was definitely better though, just riding wise though.
Yeah, riding wise, I definitely like the second time I barely rode. I remember. That's when you did. The first time is when you did finger whip from Bry though, right? Yeah.
That's when my ankle was like destroyed.
That's because when we were actually going hard. Like that's when I did the double front Bry over his ramp, and Kyler was trying double flare down heel. Like this is what, 2 years ago now?
Yeah, I saw those videos on Snapchat.
Yeah, I wish he could land that now, but unfortunately Rye closed up there. So
It's crazy though, because like in videos you think the ramp's like huge, but in reality it's like 6 feet wide.
yeah, it looks very sick, but it is one of the most sketchiest ramps I've ever.
The roll-in, it was like wobble going down.
You push off the roll-in, and then it bounces back at you as you push off. And then you're just like, all right, don't hit the hole like mid takeoff. And then, there's a hole like where you land. Okay, missed that too. But yeah, it's always a great time when we go to see Evan and Nico. I really want them to come down here soon, and I'd really like them to come on the summer tour with us. But
Aren't they going in Connecticut?
yeah, if they don't show up to the Connecticut one, Evan, Nico, you don't pull up to Connecticut, you're off the team. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, we'd love to see him there. It's been a while since we've got all the guys together. And I think we could film a great video just being up there with everybody. All right. Me and Chase might get into it a little bit here right now. Let's bring up a touchy subject. I know you guys have been wanting us to bring up some, controversial stuff. So me and Chase are gonna run one by you real quick. What should we say? What should we talk about?
People riding having two scooters.
Oh my God. Okay, we could talk about that because I can rant.
Because I used to ride. I went from 19.5, 4.5 to now 5.9, 22.
But you never had two scooters, right?
No.
No, yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying though. Like people think they need like such a small scooter to do bigger like air tricks, but like get stronger.
It's just like, I don't know, like if you can't do the same tricks on one scooter, then scooter's obviously not meant for you. You need the scooter to match what kind of tricks you're doing, whether they're overheads or grinds. That's why, people like me and you, we get a wider, longer deck, but it's lighter.
You just gotta find like the perfect size.
Yeah, exactly. Find that happy medium.
And it's like people think bigger decks like 6 wide would be heavy as shit, but it's like you can find light ones like the Prey deck.
I just can't stand people who like have a complete with T-bars and then like a 6 wide deck, and then like they have another complete that's literally bars down to their knees, 4.5 wide. Like, what are you doing, bro? You need to figure it out. Exactly. Just go in the middle. Get a 5.5, 21.
Perfect. Like native decks are prime for that.
Yeah, native, or like, I don't even ride for them anymore, but triads were great for like if you wanted a bigger size and still keep that lightweight build.
Native was like my favorite deck.
Yeah, natives are fire.
Prime for literally everything.
I wish they were easier to get. We don't have to rant too much about that, but I guess I should let you guys know why Pytel's not on here, since he usually is. He's been in every other episode. But Pytel is at Newport right now. He's having a meeting with the board of the skate park to finalize details for our summer comp on June 24th that I talked about earlier. But yeah, he's getting a lot of stuff done behind the scenes for the community and even for the shop. I just want to give a big shout out to him for all the work he's been putting in. A lot of people may not see it, but we do around here, and just know that it's appreciated, good sir. Hopefully, one by one, with the help of Pytel, with the help of me, with the help of Chase, with the help of all of our riders, we can level up the scene around us and get ECX a step closer to the top every day, because then we can keep doing all these fun things for the community and scooter riders that we want to do. I mean, we have big plans for the future. If all the stars align, we're going to try to do some crazy things for the sport, like next level that you haven't heard of before. That type of stuff they do in skating, like we're trying to put on world-class events for our discipline. All right, shout out Chase for getting in his first pod. We wanted to get him on here since he hasn't talked yet, get you guys to know each one of the team riders a little bit better. But Davin's here to close it out with me. But yeah, I want to ask Davin. I know he talked about Evan's trip in his first podcast we did, but I asked Chase this just earlier. What is your favorite ECX trip you've been on besides that one? Because he said that one and you said
bus or just
in general.
If Florida counts, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you're talking about Florida when we went. Wait, which one? When we went like last year or like 5 years ago?
no, last year.
Last year, yeah. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, there's a video called Davin Horner.
I probably did my best trick.
Yeah.
Easily, probably my hardest film clip.
Easily your
On the triangle.
yeah, easily the biggest banger you've gotten. Like you literally broke your wrist for this.
I broke my wrist. It's still broken. It's a year after now.
But yeah, we did a trip down to Florida. I went down there to film for a part myself, and I was like, "Hey, Davin, I'm going down to Florida. I got my team sending me out. I want you to come with. I know you want to film. I know you want to get out riding and traveling." So Davin came down. I used to live in North Carolina. He drove down to me. Then I drove the rest of the way to Florida, and we basically did a tour of the whole state.
Orlando. No, it was Jacksonville, Orlando, Tampa, and we drove around the whole bottom.
Yeah, we like drove through Naples and Fort Myers.
Cut across the Everglades pretty much, and then went straight to Miami, and then went back to Orlando.
Yeah, and then we stayed in Orlando on the way home. That was honestly one of my favorite trips that I've done too.
Who lived down the street from that spot?
Oh my God, that was crazy. So let's tell this story.
If you know that spot, it's
I'll put that spot right here. I don't like putting stuff up here because it's a lot of extra work. But this spot that we're talking about with the basically curved quarter pipes in the middle of like a
business center. And then, but the one side had bars across it. It's straight up, so it's 90 degrees. Like you have to jump before you get up in order to get on that thing. And like I've seen I've seen coats. And I think Logan did a couple things on it. I don't know how they did that, honestly, because I think it's straight up.
It's definitely, it feels a lot different in person than it looks in video.
It's a 3-foot vert.
Yeah, literally a 3-foot vert. But it was funny because we pull up late. I couldn't tell you what night it was, but we pulled up late one night, going to the homie's house who lives in Orlando. We're like, okay, we're about to pull up, just knock, and that's that. But we literally pull up. We're driving to the homie's house, and we're like, we all double take. And we're like, oh my God, that's a spot. Like that's the spot.
And it was less than 5 minutes away.
Oh, it was down the street.
Like literally, you could have scootered to it.
We went back the next morning and filmed.
Next morning.
My clip should be out in my video, hopefully by the end of this year. But Davin's clip is, like I said, in his Florida part on Olay's YouTube channel. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. I'll either put it up here or I'll put the link below. But crazy part for my dude. It was one of his first big solo parts. And we're going to be working on something bigger this year. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for podcast number 4. I wanted to give a shout out to Chase and Davin for hopping in this one with me. Like I said, keep it short and sweet and, keep blasting these out weekly for you guys because we know from what we've been hearing, you guys want to hear them and we're having fun doing them. So
I heard nothing but positive feedback. I didn't think anybody would really listen, but
we got 200 views on the first 2 episodes. So I can't be any more happy than that. And,
appreciate it for listening to us, believe me. We don't just sit here and talk for no reason.
Because this is how we're going to make a difference, We got to just speak our truth through these mics, and hopefully other people out there feel the same way, and we can just all push forward in the right direction for our sport.
We also have a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, we have.
Just keep paying attention. I'm not even talking about just contests. I'm talking about trips. I'm talking about adding people. We're looking into adding a decent amount of people to the team.
I have about 5 on my radar right now. We just added 2, but I got about 3 more I'm about to make some moves on. So
just keep trying. If you support us and you like us, like I said, we're looking at people, not just myself, but Wyatt and everybody else on the team as well is looking at everybody.
Because even though I'm the TM for ECX, whenever we put somebody on, it is not my decision. It's my decision overall, but I ask the team, I ask everybody involved with ECX if this is going to be the right person to represent our brand and move us forward to where we need to be in the next 5-10 years. And once everybody agrees, that's when I can add somebody. Until then, it is not my choice. But
yeah, it's never one person's choice. It's always, hey, we sit down and we get at least a couple people together and go, hey, is this a good idea?
Exactly, because we're a family, so we don't want to just, bring a random into our family.
Exactly, yeah. We're on trips for a while, tight quarters for a long amount of time. We don't want anybody that we're not comfortable with on the team with us.
Exactly. But with that being said, I think we're going to sign off. So, Davin.
I'm a peace out. I'll see y'all next time.
Yep. And I will catch you guys on podcast number 5. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.